going to play our Kill of the Week video. Here it is.
I literally picked up like a ridiculous amount of XP. I'm dying cold beer. Oh man, no beer, no problem.
I just have warm beer. God damn it, why does the hunter jump backwards? Fuck, can I just jump straight up? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna die out here because the hunter doesn't fucking jump right. God damn it!
What are you doing, man?
I'm trying to not die! Fuck! No!
That was the Kill of the Week video. Oh shit, that's OBS. That's not the right thing. I'm falling apart, guys. Jesus, the beginning of this stream. So that was me dying as a hunter because I couldn't figure out how to jump out of the Court of Oryx.
Because Hunter. That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
Because Hunter. I didn't get to see it. I'll watch it later.
Welcome to episode 8 of Totally a Titan podcast. We are 3 Titans.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, when Proctor's on, we're 4 Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Team Titan.
And then if Thursby ever comes back, he can represent the Hunters, but since he's not here, their jump sucks.
Nah, you know what? There's enough other podcasts that are only Hunters and all Warlocks. It's good to have one Titan heavy podcast.
Titancast.
Yeah.
Yes, Titancast. Exactly.
All right.
For real, though, welcome to episode 8 of Barely a Destiny Show. I am your host, Detective Ben Malone. Det Ben Malone, you know, Malone. With me, I've got Slapshot Scott. Ooh, I threw you a curveball, Steve. How you doing, Scott?
Doing good. I was not here last week because I was busy becoming a dad.
Yeah. We're slowly becoming dad tales.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you guys saw my son on the pre-stream. He was hanging out with me for a few. It's good. Not sleeping a lot, playing a lot of Destiny. I played a lot of Destiny actually with him the last couple days. I had him right, in my arm, and he's got his little hands. He's just starting to open his eyes, so he's like looking up at me, moving his hands and stuff as I'm just talking to him with narration of gameplay and stuff. Like, look, see, that's a warlock. We don't like warlocks. We like Titans. We're Titans.
Right.
So
it's fun. It's actually weird how much video games you play when right after they're born, because you just kind of like, oh, you're asleep? All right, whatever.
Yep. Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly what it is. We were talking about that the other day. I was like, man, this is the most guilt-free Destiny I've played in a long time.
Yep. It feels great to stay home. You're like, yes.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, kid. I can't go out, can't do anything, So.
Right.
It's nice, though.
And then with us, we've got... I don't remember your gamer tag, Steve.
You're full of crap.
Xanafan 711. I seriously forgot it.
How's it going, everybody? Good.
How's your week been?
Full of Mass Effect, basically.
Don't tell me about it.
I won't tell you about it. You just need to get it, but it's amazing.
I love that game. Well, I don't know. I haven't played the new one, but I do love Mass Effect.
Yeah. And it is definitely Mass Effect, so you'll like it.
I played some disc golf today. It was great. I got my dad shorts on. They're khaki swim trunks.
Khaki swim trunks? Seriously?
Yeah.
I was like, that's the best thing in the world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I played some disc golf. Hung with some friends. It's been a busy week. My parents were in town until yesterday.
Yeah. I only saw them twice.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's rough. I love them, but also it's just like, okay, I'm tired. Newborn, all that.
Yeah.
Oh well. So, does anybody play Destiny other than Scott?
I haven't played since Monday.
I haven't played either. I feel weird because I'm just waiting for Age of Triumph.
Yeah, kind of.
Especially because I'm not too happy with PvP right now. So I was just I guess
It's
I'll just
weird,
wait.
man. I have to say I played Trials with on Friday night with my two of my clanmates, Lance and James. James, being the silent Scotsman, doesn't use a mic for anything because his wife and kids are sleeping, and it's usually like 3 a.m. when he's playing with us. And the dude is insane. Anybody who ever says, you need a mic to do something, James is the exception to that rule. He's ridiculous. So we played Trials a bit, and he absolutely slayed, which was really funny. But we were hitting a lot of like, I guess sweaties, like the guys who are there every weekend.
Yeah,
You'd call it the Trials
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
So I mean, we were getting worked, which we won a couple rounds, but it wasn't totally fun. And then we played Mayhem Clash for a bit afterwards, and there was like nobody on my friends list that was on, and I have like obviously I have my clan, and then you guys, and some of the Destiny Ghost Stories clan mates, so I have a decent number of people on my friends list, and it was like me, James, and Lance was it. That was it. So I think everybody's doing the same thing. I think everybody's just kind of putting their feet up and going, yep, Tuesday's when the good stuff starts.
yep.
You know what though? Once Age of Triumph comes out, Trials will probably be easier because in the book it says get to the lighthouse, so everyone's going to be trying. So we're going to have way more scrub teams that you can beat.
Get way more scrub teams to be competitive with us.
Yes,
We are scrubby.
Yeah. It'll be who can scrub it more or maybe less. I don't know technically. But.
It's kind of weird because like in regular PvP, it's like top 2 usually or something like that, and you feel really good about yourself, and then you go into Trials and you're just so bad.
Yep.
So bad.
Fuck Trials.
I actually really like that game mode. It's one of those things that I like playing it. I just absolutely hate getting worked left and right because it's tough. Like I want to learn, and when you're getting your ass kicked that bad, it's not learning.
Yeah. How about the new what are they, bounties? The new bounty systems are dropping year 3 stuff. Finally.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
really
what?
awesome.
What do you mean? Bounty systems are dropping year 3 stuff
For Trials. When you get your bounties.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
actual
Okay.
Trials bounties are dropping year 3 stuff, and then the Crucible Quartermaster, our site has bounties for each weapon archetype. This is part of last week's patch, I think it was, or last week's stream notes. If I'm remembering correctly, the Crucible Quartermaster has bounties now that are good for each different kind of weapon. Yeah, so like if you want to get an Isoluna, you go get the hand cannon bounty and go crazy.
Yep.
And just keep grinding it. And also,
Nice.
speaking of Trials bounties,
They're every day.
daily refresh. So if you want to get your Trials on and go get some bounties and try and get some year 3 gear, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, what is that? 4 chances? You could do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Oh God, I don't even know. I've had because I'm such a scrub and I haven't played Trials in like a month. My bounties for Trials on my Titan have been there for probably the better part of a few weeks. And it's just like they're sitting there. I'm like, I don't have any bounties to grab when I go on patrol. Like I don't have any room for that. I gotta
Who goes on
play
patrol?
Trials.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't do that anymore.
I know one person.
Plus, I finally got Black Spindle, and I wanted to play with that a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh man. The best was so that's the Taniks fight, right? To get Black Spindle, it ends up being Taniks.
Basically, it's like the same room and stuff. It's just a different.
They put like a timer on it, and you have to kill like all the ads.
Yeah, I forget the guy's name, but it's like it went from Taniks's catch to some Taken Fallen. Like takes it over. And I know the mission prompt that pops up says explore the trader's catch, but I'm not sure I forget the name. I only briefly saw it because Lance and I were running through it and we're trying to 2-man it and kill off all the guys before the timer ran out. So
yeah, I remember doing that mission when it came out, and then like once you got it, it was so good at taking down the boss that your friends would be like, "Please just run it with me," and then you would just use your Black Spindle and wreck face.
Yep.
Also, that was so sick for you guys haven't done Kingsfall, have you?
Not all the way through.
I have.
You know the War Priest?
Yeah.
Black Spindle all day. That was
Yeah?
like everybody would. It's Black Spindle for the War Priest and Touch of Malice for Oryx.
See, I used for War Priest, the first completion I got, I used Harrowed Quillam's Terminus, the Kingsfall machine gun.
Yeah.
And or maybe that was the second completion. I know one of them I used a Sleeper Simulant, and
Yeah, that'll
that
melt
was,
too.
That was super fun. And
I don't have
actually,
one of those.
It took me
dude, it's so
forever.
good.
It took me
It's so
long.
good.
I got it like a year after, just because I started doing it, and then I was like, man, I don't care.
I didn't even.
Yeah,
I haven't even looked up how to do it.
You have to like randomly find fusion rifle parts for it.
Yeah, basically.
So it's like 4 random drops, and then the quest will start.
Yep, and you got to do Cade's stash with a timer on it. So you basically just rush to the end, like speed run it, kill the. Is it a witch or an Echo of Oryx there, Ben?
I think it's like an. I think it's a.
It's a something
wizard.
of Oryx.
It's been a while since I did it
I don't
over
know.
like
I finished that
last
with
spring,
1
so maybe-
second.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, yes. Gosh, all the remembers. The good times
It's-
of Destiny. Now
it's
it's,
such a
boring.
I
good-
really hope that Age of Triumph works that way. Like all of the memories for all of Destiny brought together. Like if it can actually, like the whole major point of, oh, let's remember the past 3 years and how great they were. You know, however much you saw. If that is achieved, then I think it'll be fun.
Oh, it's definitely going to be fun, those old raids. So, speaking of old raids and stuff, let's get into what happened this week on the stream. It's going to be sad when we don't have streams to talk about, because then I'm going to have to like actually do the show notes every week and not just go disc golfing instead. Exotic primaries. I keep
Exotic
saying exotic
burn
primaries.
primaries.
Yeah, exotic elementals. Funny
Yeah.
story, the first time we played Vaulted Glass and I got a vision of Confluence, I was like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, I got an elemental primary. Guys, there's an elemental primary in the game. They already had him. I was freaking out. So like
course they did.
Thursby was the one who always made fun of me. He'd just be like, guys, did you know there's elemental primaries in the game? Just like, haha, yeah, okay, fuck you.
Yeah.
But is it all the primaries from all the raids?
Really?
Everything I've heard it's basically everything but Black Hammer, which
Yeah.
might not be even a primary. So
No, Black Hammer's a sniper. It's Black Spindle.
Okay. Yeah.
The way it's going to work is all of the raid primaries are coming back as legendaries. And then if you want the burn version, you have, like the one with the elemental burn, you have to do,
The weekly raid.
yeah, like the weekly raid. That's where
Challenge
the
mode
challenge
in-
mode.
yeah, you have to
Challenge
do
mode.
challenge
That's where
mode.
it drops from.
Okay.
But that's cool
Same as
because
the
both challenge modes are active when it's the weekly, so you get 2 chances at it.
And also, those weekly elemental burn primaries there, those are going to be exotics.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
going to be similar to Zalo Supercell, which rip Zalo Supercell.
Well,
I don't know,
is
that
it going to
chain lightning
actually
is
be an
so
exotic, or what? Was that article just bogus?
No,
or
it is an
it actually
exotic.
going to be? Oh, okay.
Nope. Yeah, they're going to be raid exotics. They're going to drop with burns on them.
And it's not an ornament for the raid weapon. It's its own weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So
No,
it'll
I
be-
just kept reading like adept legendary, but that article was a joke. So,
No.
yeah. No.
The adept is the exotic.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're going to have them for King's Fall and Wrath of the Machine too. So they're adding burns to the exotics that they, or to the raid exotic adept, whatever the hell, like the top of the line ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the ones that everybody's
I'm
going
so
to want.
stoked.
Okay, let's ask a question here. Which weapon from King's Fall and or Wrath of the Machine are you most excited for to get an exotic version of? This is a really weird question. What adept weapon from King's Fall or Wrath of the Machine do you want, and what burn do you want on it?
I want a Genesis Chain with Void,
That's what I was thinking.
or a Chaos Dogma with Void.
Or maybe
Chaos Dogma with Solar. But there's always Black Spindle, so that might not be a great choice. I don't know. Void or Arc.
well,
'Cause
you
you're-
can't use
you're-
Black Spindle if you're going to use one of those ones.
Yeah.
It was exotic.
That's true. Then totally Solar.
I think I might want a Void Smite of Moraine from
That's a
King's
good one.
Fall. The scout rifle, right? Or
See, I
is
don't
it-
know
Is
King's
that the
Fall gun.
Pulse?
No. Yeah, the Smite of Moraine was the Pulse Rifle, because I
See-
had that one.
Yeah, that's the one. I love that Pulse. I used to use that all the fucking time. And is it Doom of Chelchis? Is that the scout?
Yep, that's the Scout.
That one I used to use too. I found some old videos on my. I have like a weird capture card, and I found some old videos on there of us doing Tony Hawk's Prospero, me and my buddy. And I'm running around with Doom of Chelchis on. I thought it was funny.
That's awesome. I was actually doing some ghost hunting, so I was doing some Tony Hawk's Prospero stuff this week.
Dude, Tony Hawk Prospero is still THPS.
Yeah, it's super fun.
I still want to come out with that video. Just a bunch of Sparrow tricks and then put Goldfinger in the background.
Goldfinger.
No, the band Goldfinger.
No.
Yeah, you got to have Superman. And then just put like the Tony Hawk scores on the bottom.
Yeah.
Give
No,
them
but
the
anyway,
graphics every time you fall.
back to what we want as a exotic with a burn or an element. I mean, what's the Wrath of the Machine pulse rifle called? I can't remember.
Steel Medulla.
Yes, I think that one with an element would actually be really dope. I don't even like it normally, but
Arc
with
damage.
an element,
Yeah,
What?
that would be good. I could definitely get behind that if I had one.
Arc damage. That's what I want from that.
is that that's a Hawksaw archetype, isn't it?
Your mom's a Hawksaw archetype.
It's the Ludmilla D archetype, because that's what it started out as. I think that's in the same thing as the Parthian shot. I can look it up real quick.
It's not a big deal. It shoots slow. That's what matters.
Yeah, it's one of the slower ones. I know it's ones that just got. Did they just get buffed or?
Guys,
I don't
I'm
know.
going to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah. They're only making a couple adjustments to the weapon sandbox, though.
You want to get
Which
into
is-
that already? I think we should save that.
I'm just saying. Only a couple.
Let's talk about Vault Space. I'm just kidding.
Vault space. That was a good rant last week, by the
Yeah, I
way.
don't know.
Yeah,
if you
it's a 68. It's a 66-14 pulse. So 66 rate of fire, 14 impact. Which, let me see if I can find. Same as the, is it Antipodal Hindsight? What are the numbers on this guy?
I don't know. I'm not a pulse rifle guy.
70.
general.
Oh, that's an auto rifle. That was my bad. Yeah, no, I'm a total gear nerd when it comes to this stuff. So
You
if I don't stop, I'm gonna keep just going down that rabbit hole. So yeah, it's 66-14.
Yeah, it's slow
That's
and
Steel
strong.
Medullas. Yeah.
So
Outbreak Prime is going to be pointless.
No.
I mean,
A lot
you'll
of
use it in Wrath a little bit, but
Well, that's what I was
Well,
thinking. Because like,
Really like that.
okay, so if you're gonna make like the raid exotics elemental, well, like okay, besides what the freak is that fusion rifle that I don't have from Fog?
Praetorian Foil.
No. Vex
Vex
Mythoclast.
oh,
Yes,
the
yes.
one that I just got.
Yeah. So aside from Vex,
Of X.
Necrochasm, and oh geez, my brain is just not working today. Necrochasm, Touch of Malice, and Outbreak Prime. They're not really elemental, but they all have something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's an extra perk.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's like anti splicer.
Yeah.
It's the Outbreak Prime.
And then, they have like that, the darkness is kind of the touch of malice.
Oh, yeah, Will of Light or whatever.
yeah.
Does extra damage. And then
So-
it's got that one, the
and
one where
then-
the last round
is infinite
it
and
just
eats
keeps
your health.
Yeah.
So they all have like special powers. I don't think that those ones are going to be useless. That was my point.
Yeah.
And Necrochasm blows people up, and they changed it to now it blows people up on the kill, not just on
Not
a
on a
headshot.
precision kill. Yeah.
I never had Necrochasm, but I've deleted like 3 Husk of the Pit, and I didn't know until afterwards. I was just like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah,
It's the
I haven't
coolest
gotten
gun.
Husk of the Pit yet. I've got the
me
Crux
neither.
of Crota, which several clanmates are very upset with me for, because the first time I ran Crota, like probably 2 months ago, being a year 2 player, we do retro raid nights with my clan, so like we jump in and do Crota, and one of my clanmates was trying to farm Crux, and so like the first time it was me, Gray Fox, and a few other guys who are not year 1, like hardcore year 1 players like the rest of my clan. They all like went in, and 2 or 3 of us got the Crux, and we're like, what the hell is this Crux of Crota thing? And then you just hear legs, fuck you guys, fucking leaving, fuck you guys.
So like kind of when we ran Vault of Glass with Steve, and he was like, "I got a Vex." I was like, "I fucking hate you."
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Crux of Crota, is that the hand cannon?
No, that's the Will of Crota. The Crux is like, it
Oh,
looks like
okay.
this little green glowing ball thing.
You add it,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
it gives you Necrochasm.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
What else happened? Did you guys see the armor?
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Did you see the
How-
whole animation when you shoot it and like the floaty bits?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
like
so
it
cool.
like, gets damaged to help represent your shields being depleted or whatever.
No,
And
if
then
you
when
just
your shield,
if you get shot, it goes away, and then as your shield recharges, it comes back.
yeah,
I thought that was
That's
super
kinda
cool.
awesome.
I mean, it's kind of like a cheesy thing. I don't really care. I just think it's awesome. I love stupid stuff like that, because it's like
yeah.
anytime something reacts in the game to like your gameplay, it's for some reason it's really cool. There's like the 12-year-old, or the maybe not 12, maybe more like 6. Let's be honest. It's like, oh look, the thing's glowing and it goes away.
Yeah.
It was so funny when I'm watching it because I saw the Titan, or not the Titan, the Vault of Glass stuff, and I was just like, "Oh, cool! Like some floaty bits on that. That's sweet." And then
Yeah.
they came out with the Crota set, and I was like, "Oh, cool! Like more floaty bits. All right." Then they come out with the King's Fall. I was like, "Floaty bits?" And then
Yeah.
freaking the Siva one comes out, Wrath of the Machine. I was like, "Are you guys kidding me? More floaty bits? They all have floaties. Just all little particles floating around everybody. It's ridiculous."
I do have to say that new Vogue armor, the new Vault of Glass armor, is pretty awesome. The what is it? The Warlock one from the knees down has Vex legs.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Um,
Yeah. All
Did
this
I-
stuff is just reminiscent to me of when I got my can't remember what it's called. My like class specific super awesome weapon in EverQuest 2. I was a bard, so it was an axe that had guitar strings, and they had like
Yes!
like
That's
the
awesome.
graphics coming off of it were just amazing. So yeah, but it was like the weapon that you had. It had so many perks and everything like that. So it was like you had to, I think you even had to do a raid or 2 to finish the quest. It was like that. Oh, epic quest weapon. That's what it was. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of that, which is very cool. I think it's just, they're just making it like all like flowery and beautiful, and like they want everything to just finish strong. I think it's going to be sweet.
you guys got a favorite
guys-
from that?
Oh, good.
Because my favorite is definitely the Hunter from King's Fall. That armor looks so fucking cool. It's got like a little mohawk thing on the hood. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm looking at it right now.
I'm a fan of the. It honestly shouldn't be a surprise. I like the Wrath of the Machine Titan. I really like I like the Vault of Glass Titan too, but I'm just kind of let down that I can't have the level 400 Kabir armor because I love that armor. It's so cool. I was listening to another podcast and they're like, "Oh, the original Vogue stuff was kind of basic." I'm like, "That's why it was awesome." It was like simple and cool,
Anytime
Yeah.
you give the Titan a front crotch piece, I'm down with it.
Oh, the
Yeah.
loincloth, yeah. Which is the raid version. It's got little glowing bits on it. The raid version of the Titan loincloth from the the Nexus Strike.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
glowy
get
Oh,
bits.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you can get that.
That is my favorite looking Titan mark for sure.
I wear it and I hate the way it looks, but it's tier 12 stuff. So
Mine's not tier 12. Or it might be, but I don't know.
I finally have my Titan looking the way I want and being able to hit almost tier 12. I'm still grinding for better gear because for a while I was just like, yeah, intellect discipline's all I want. And then I realized a lot of other things like, that's just not the optimal setup. I need to do some work. So
Yeah.
we can talk about that later.
I have one tier 12 build across all my characters. It's my Sunsinger on my Warlock, which I don't know how that happened, but of all the ones to have, that's a pretty good one because if we're doing hard mode, I might as well just use that guy.
yeah, we're joking about that. How like everyone's Warlock looks the coolest because that's the only one you can beat the hard mode with.
Yeah.
I am so excited to play a defender with Saint 14 on. Oh man,
I'm gonna strike. I'm gonna just strike away. That's my jam.
I'm telling you, you're gonna get bitch smacked.
I might, but it'll be fun.
What are you guys bringing in for Crota?
Crota,
What are you gonna bring in on this first fight?
Black Spindle, Galahorn.
Yeah, I was going to say Galahorn.
Yeah,
Anytime-
Galahorn is probably more important than Black Spindle for sure.
Old school, ripping Galahorns at him.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the funny thing. Like, I'll talk about, obviously, gear and stuff. Like I said before, I'm a gear nerd when it comes to this. And, like, loadouts and things. I'm a huge fan of space, like, like Destiny is my thing. I said this last week. This is like the game I always wanted. A lot of people ask why I don't always run a sword, and I think it's weird. I'm like, I like rocket launchers and space lasers. You know, I love and like Galahorn. I wasn't a year one player. I didn't get to play with the year one Galahorn. So for me, it's almost like my chance at playing what it was. Everybody's like, "Oh, you don't know about year one." It's like, no, but I can live vicariously through your stories and using my own Galahorn.
Yeah, exactly.
It is sad how strong it used to be.
The one time I did it, they were like, "Where's your Galahorn? Like, why do you not have this out?" And I was like, "Oh,
Still, come on, it's not that good anymore."
no."
Like,
But I mean,
it's still good, but it sucks.
What
This is
else
something
are you
that
gonna
bums
use?
me out about Destiny in general. That Galahorn, when the game came out, was so unbelievably good that it kept people from, like, if you didn't have it, you couldn't play the event, which is sad. But if we wouldn't have been little bitches about it and been like, "Oh, it's okay," we could have still had like god tier weapons that you're like, yeah, Galahorn is like always the best.
like old school MMOs. That happened in all old school MMOs. If you didn't have your epic, you couldn't do the fear raid in EverQuest 1. You just couldn't do it. No epic? Screw you.
See, I think
you're
we
a cleric and you can't res with your weapon? What's the point? You're going to have to wait like 20 minutes every time you res. No, forget you.
I feel like we could still have weapons that are that good if we would just like take the RNG out of it and just make it a long quest. We're like, like one, like even as simple as like you beat the raid and you get this, like just for sure. That'd
Like
be sick.
That's
like
fair.
an epic quest.
Yeah, that's
You know,
something
you
that
have
would really
a lot
help
of
you see in
stuff that
Destiny.
you have to do, and then the last step is to do the raid, or maybe you have to do the raid twice, like with the Outbreak Prime. That one, if the Outbreak Prime were a little bit better, it would be worth it.
Yeah,
but like,
oh yeah.
so like
I think
the exotic raid weapons, if you just made that like that, they were so much better than everything else. It'd be like, okay, fine, maybe not in PvP, but whatever.
Right.
All I have to
that's
do
the
is
thing.
outlaw in PvP. Hey, your crazy good epic raid weapon is not usable in PvP. Sorry, but it makes a lot of sense. You know?
I don't know. That's another topic I think to discuss because we can go down that rabbit hole at some point. I
Yeah.
would rather be able to have like the most powerful game breaking weapons available via the raid, so that way you have to raid. You have to raid, and that's
Mm,
like people
that
are
makes sense
oh
too.
elitist whatever. Like like I said, I won't get into it too much, but like there's something that bothers me, and again, this is just my own personal opinion. When I see somebody who says, "Oh, I only play PvP in Destiny. I don't do anything else." And it's like
Hmm.
that's great, but why?
Yeah.
Like
There's
why are you playing Destiny? You can play Call of Duty, you can play Halo. There's so many other games. Go play Overwatch. It's only PvP. Like you don't want to try any of the PvE content. Okay, missions I get, strikes I get, but the raids and this like kind of partially leads into what I was talking about with you guys in the pre-show. That's kind of sort of a rant of mine is like with Destiny 1, people looking back retroactively as a year 2 player, um, people just tossed it aside. They didn't put any effort into it. There wasn't like, they didn't try to get deeper into it. They just played a bunch of strikes and stuff, and they're like, oh, well, I can't get 6 people together to raid. Fuck it. Who cares? I'm moving on to whatever Call of Duty was shit out this month. And that was that. And they're like, oh, who cares? Destiny, it sucks. And it's like, no, you just didn't put in the fucking effort to get to the good stuff,
Right.
and like I said
Right.
that before. I get on that all the time, and that's my thing. Like, I mean, I want if you put in the effort and the time, like we all have, and it's not hard. I mean, you can get out there and get people, if you're looking in the right places. You can get together a rated team and go do it. I would rather have the people who put in the effort have the benefit of that as opposed to the person who plays it for like, 2 weeks and then they get killed by a shotgun every day and they're like, fucking bungo, nerf Matador, it's broken. Oh, like because they didn't go
Yeah.
put in the time to get whatever weapons or learn how to counter it. So that's my sorry for the rabbit
No,
hole there, but
I
that's
get
like
it. I get it.
that's one of my things where I'm
It's
just like, I put in the time. I want the game breaking stuff. Give it to me.
yeah.
I still have
It's
people
the
come up to me and I'll talk about Destiny and they're like, "Oh, that game! I heard that game fucking sucks." They're like, "No, like they really like changed a lot of stuff." And they're like, "Oh, well, whatever."
Yeah. No, but I hear what you're saying, Scott, because it's the MMO mentality. In every MMO that I have really loved, in order to be legit, you have to do legit shit. And if you don't do that stuff, then you don't deserve to have it, you know? Like, oh, I want to be like recognizable as like doing amazing stuff. So in order to do that, you have to do the raid. You have to do it over and over. There needs to be. I think they need to have more raid quests where you have to do the raid a few times to complete a quest to get something
Right.
really awesome, and people will do it. But they also, and I read something the other day that was kind of annoying to me. They Bungie, no, it's not Bungie actually. It's Activision. Um, told Bungie that Destiny 2 needs to be more for the casual player, um, which means that it's going to be a lot more. It's going to be just easier in general, and we're
Well,
probably not going to get that like super exclusive. I worked really hard on this raid and this quest to get this thing.
Have
That's
some
not.
faith, bro. I feel like they're gonna toss
yeah.
something in there to be like, technically, we did make it more casual friendly, like a new way of matching groups in patrols.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up, Steve, because I was talking a couple weeks ago after the first Age of Triumph stream, and when they released that big thing about Destiny, your gear's not coming forward and whatever. Um, I was real hesitant because I said I'm real hyped for Destiny 2, but my issue is I don't want them to dumb it down. I am by no means fantastic at this game. I play enough where I'm all right. You know, you guys have raided with me. You've seen how bad I scrub it up in PvP. I'm not great, but I have fun doing it, and that's why I play. You know, and it's more about like playing with my friends and my
Yeah.
clanmates and
Yeah.
stuff and having a good time. But at the same time, I like doing that involved stuff with them because it requires that like thinking and like you said, you want epic stuff. You want to go do epic missions and quests and things. And I love that about this game. So I was talking to a couple of people in, of course, the Destiny Ghost Stories chat because that's where I am. I'm totally not there at work, guys. By the way, I don't do that at work. Just so you know. But you know, I'll check in from time to time, like on lunch or whatever. And I was talking to Gabble about that, and Gabble Ratchet and a couple other people in that chat about it. And I said, you know, I'm really hesitant because I want it to be good, but I don't want them to dumb it down. You know, I don't want them to dumb it down because I have another rabbit hole rant we'll save for another time about the casuals. Everybody says casuals, but you know what? I'm going to just drop it and start using it, man. I may get shit for it, but whatever. I'm tired of Bungie catering to filthy casuals. I'm tired of Activision catering to filthy casuals. And my definition for a filthy casual probably is different than other people. But, you know, it's like one of those things where it's like, it's exactly what you said. I want to put in the work and I want to have that awesome experience. And it's not exclusive. Like it's not hard to do. If you put the time in, you can do it. You know, if you want to play, you can do it. So I'm trying to be optimistic as well. Like Ben said, you know, I'm worried. Yes. I don't want them to be like, hey, PvP, the Crucible is now like Call of Duty or some other, you know, terrible player versus player game.
Man.
It would be awful.
TTK is always the same.
Yeah, exactly. No matter what you use, you can use, you know, the gun that looks like a cat, and it's going to your TTK is still the same. It's like the top tier weapon that you got from the hard mode raid or something, you know. So that would be stupid. But and this is something because one of my friends that I know through the music scene here in Albany, he's like into video games and stuff, and he's posted something about Destiny, and he's like, "Oh, this will be cool." You know, I didn't really play the first game. I kind of stopped after whatever it was, you know. And he's like, "I didn't do any of the raids, did all the missions." And there was somebody who was just ragging it on his, you know. And of course, being Facebook, I try to like hold back, and I'm just like, don't get involved in bullshit on social media. This kid's, I'm like, all right, I gotta say something because this guy he's just one of those dudes who's like, oh, it's Destiny, it's Destiny.
Dude, that's like somebody calling your wife ugly. You're just like,
you know what, man? There's certain things that, yeah, exactly. There's certain things that I just stand like, what the fuck did you just say?
Hey, I spent all my time playing this game. How dare you talk shit about it?
It was ridiculous. I just basically laid it out. I'm like, look, the reason you think this game sucks is because you didn't put in the time. You didn't get to the fun stuff. I was like, trust me. There's good stuff. You just have to put in the time and stuff like that. So yeah, it was the same thing. So I was like, oh, God, these
like
people.
A true MMO. Like that's the one thing that I've really, and I intend on picking up ESO in like the next couple of weeks just to like, cause that's an MMO and I fucking love MMOs. Anyway, but because it's an MMO, that's the goal. You have to put in the time. If you don't put it in the time in an MMO, then play something else, honestly. But Destiny is an MMO, and they need to keep it that way. And that's the reason it's been so successful. Is because in an MMO, the community drives everything. And we've got such a great community that if they turn it into something else, they're going to lose that.
Yep. You don't have those 12-year-old. I mean, yes, you do have some of them, but they're gone like a month or two after the game launches. It's all those fucking squeakers swilling Mountain Dew with their XP codes, and they're like, yo, bro, double XP this weekend. And they, 360 YOLO, 420 scope, whatever the fuck, those kids. It's like teabagging everybody, even though their KD is like a 0.2. You're like, dude, you're 12, fuck off.
Can we start 420 scoping people?
Oh, God.
I want to do that so bad.
Slightly more than a 360. I 420 scoped you.
Yeah. I just picture like as you headshot them, like sunglasses pop up and a blunt in their mouth, and it's like Thug Life. Like you see them like falling away with the sunglasses on Thug Life.
Oh man, 420 no scope montage.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Steve. So I expect that to be on my desk by next week.
Oh, I'm playing Mass Effect right now, though.
Do it in Mass Effect. I don't care.
Oh my gosh. My goal was to finish Mass Effect by Age of Triumph. It's not happening.
No.
No way.
It's
That game
fine, though.
is. They turned it's all right. So it's still Mass Effect, but it's now like as long as a Final Fantasy game. It's just big. It's so big.
So here's my favorite part about Age of Triumph. Since the raids are coming back, and that's honestly all we really care about.
Right.
That's like, you can only beat them once a week per character.
Yes.
If you're
But they
like, I
love
could
to
just
say,
do it like 1 day, 2 days a week, and then go play other games on the other days.
they've been saying that the rewards, like the drop rates and the rewards and everything, are just insane.
Generous as heck.
Generous as heck. That was my favorite part of the thing.
Yes.
They said it over and over. Generous as heck.
Heck. Great.
So it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Let's move on to some other stuff. Other things, guys. What's been going on? What music you guys been listening to?
You go first, Scott.
Anything new?
Well, I actually sang my son some Misfits songs the other night
There you go.
for a bit, so that was fun. Other than that, I mean, the only real music thing that I've had, because I've been sleeping a lot or trying to get it in between, being a new dad. Chuck Berry passed away last week.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's,
Oh man.
R.I.P. Chuck Berry. He's one of the. I actually wrote a thing up about it. It's interesting how certain bands will get you into other bands and sort of get you back to musical roots. And my friends here in Albany, Plastic Jesus, I kind of came up listening to them in my teenage years and stuff like that. And one of them, I think it was probably Josh Welf, told me, he's like, yeah, dude, all of our guitar riffs are all just sped up Chuck Berry style riffs. And I was like crap, like 50s Chuck Berry? He goes, yeah. And so that's where I started listening to Chuck Berry. And the more I listened to that, it was just so obvious how much he influenced so many other musicians of every genre. So really, losing him, it sucks. It really sucks. And so I've been listening to some of that on some of his stuff. Like I got a big Chuck Berry playlist on Spotify that I've been listening to. And I think that's pretty much what I've been doing music-wise.
Cool. I found a band from Crucible Radio. I was listening to that. And, okay, never mind. I was going to tell a story about them, but then I would feel bad about saying their name. But they're really good. They're called Boysin, Boysin. I don't know. They're sweet. That's what I've been checking out.
Oh yeah, they had that music on this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember listening to that.
Nice guys. They're actually I don't know if you guys remember when we played the band Secret Stuff on this podcast. It was a couple weeks ago. When I hit them up on Twitter and was like, "Hey, I heard you on Crucible Radio." And somehow we got talking about Secret Stuff, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I played with them." And they're like, "Oh dude, we're like actually playing with them right now, like we're their bass player and drummer for this tour." Like I was like, "Oh shit."
Small world.
Yeah, I was like,
Real
"That's
small
cool."
world.
So maybe I'll get them to come out to where we live.
Yeah,
Nice.
For sure.
I'd love to do
That
that.
is the one cool thing I got to say about Crucible Radio is they do all sorts of music from everybody, and it's Destiny players only. So it's kind of like a cool scene within a scene,
Yeah. Steve, what have you been listening to?
So for me, I mean, I'm still I've been rocking Gates a lot still, but next week our guest, I'm not going to say who it is, but they're a Destiny guest and a musical guest, and I was just like really digging the song that
Dude, we can talk about it.
that Ben posted in our podcast chat, and
I'll
'cause,
talk
all
about
right,
it.
so I went to school in Indiana, and the music scene in Indiana is actually really good for a Midwest farm kind of state. And it was like just really reminiscent for me, but still like with a modern, current kind of feel to it. And I don't know. I kind of want to know more about what the that album. What was it, like 50 bands and a cat or something like that.
Yeah.
I kind of want to learn more about what that is too. Like that was pretty interesting to me what they were putting out the song for. But yeah, Ben, elaborate if you will.
Yeah, we got 2 guests coming up. Why not? This is the end of the podcast. If you made it this far, hey, guess what? We're gonna tell you what's up next week and the week after.
Yeah.
We've got our first 2 podcast guests instead of people from bands. Well, I guess they're kind of. Next week we have Dan Finity from. Oh no! I use the site all the time. It's the LFG site, Destiny Tracker. So we've got Dan Finity from the Destiny Tracker podcast. He's in a band called it's Bone Setter, right, or Bone Setters. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I think it was
I feel
Bone
like
Setter.
a terrible podcast host right now, and we talked too much today for me to find it really quick.
Yeah, it's Bone Setter, right?
Yeah, Bone Setters.
Oh, with an S.
Yes,
Jesus.
there's an S at the end. I found it.
So he's going to be on next week, and that'll be fun. That's who Steve was just talking about that he's been listening to.
Oh yeah, Muncie, Indiana. That's where Ball State is, and so that was like 20 minutes away. So it totally makes sense that that music was reminiscent for me because I was in Muncie quite a bit when I went to school in Indiana.
So there's that. Also, the week after, week 10, we're going to have Buster Knuckle from the RNG cast on. And
hell yeah.
that dude is cool as fuck. I've talked to him quite a bit. He's been really awesome.
He might be our one viewer right now. It's possible, right?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Twitch doesn't let you see viewers.
I think Buster's working. Whatever. That's because we're going to... Okay, that's another thing. On that podcast, which will be our 10th podcast, it's not going to be on Sunday. We're going to be doing it on Saturday, April 8th at 7 p.m.
Yes.
We'll have to announce
so if
that
you
one
normally
later.
watch this one person that's watching, if you're like a regular or something like that, and you can't watch it because it's on Saturday night, we'll be on YouTube. It's on YouTube. All these are on YouTube.
You know what? I'm just going to start wrapping things up because we got a lot of housekeeping to do.
We do.
Oh, by the way, I finished my Raspberry Pi.
Nice.
How's the box look? Did you finish the box?
It looks kind of janky, but it's hilarious it's a wooden box like this big. And it's 3x3x4 for podcast listeners. And it just feels hilarious plugging electronics into a wooden box. So
you guys want to do a quick lightning round before we wrap it up?
Of what we got? Lightning round of what?
Yeah, what do you got?
Destiny stuff.
Okay,
Okay.
let's do it.
Lightning round. What's your favorite ornament on a weapon?
Oh, man.
I can tell you what's not my favorite ornament, and it's whatever one of the ones for Young Wolf's Howl because I've gotten it 5 times.
The cracked Young Wolf's Howl, where the sword's like broken?
No, it's the other one where it just looks black.
The
Oh,
ones
yeah, that
remember.
one's stupid.
Yeah. Oh, man, favorite ornament. The one from Bad Juju that makes the skull bigger.
Dragon's Bane.
Yeah.
That's a good one, yeah.
Mine's actually, it's a Red Death ornament, and I can't think of what it's called or even what it looks like, but it's a Red Death ornament.
I take it back. Mine's the Rise of Iron Titan shoulders with the wolf.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah. My favorite ornament, I have to say, is a toss-up between Special Ops, the carbon fiber Mida with a little scope on the front, and Addendum for the last word that makes it a sheriff gun. That's love them both.
I have not got any Hawkmoon ornaments ever, and that's my favorite gun. And I don't understand why I haven't gotten any Hawkmoon ornaments. Bungie, please, if you can do something, send Xenophan 711 a Hawkmoon ornament.
Why don't you just buy one with in Age of Triumph? With
Okay,
silver
yeah,
dust.
I'll do that. I'll do that once Age of Triumph comes out for sure.
Bam.
Problem
all right.
solved.
How about favorite cosmetic item that is otherwise worthless in Destiny?
Sparrow Racing League gear. It looks really awesome. I think it looks cool as hell.
Yeah. You said that, and I was like, God, that's so good. I love rocking, like running into PvP with that on, especially as a warlock. If you just put the top on, it just makes you look like you've got big poofy pants and a tight shirt.
And the Titan Mark, the newest Titan Mark with the just like really simple, thin, like light, like it looks like an LED Titan Mark is
Yep.
just, it's great. It's so great.
The scarf for the hunter, the original scarf.
Oh, I just got the updated version of the scarf.
Fuck you. I was so mad when they made class items have light because I was like, no, I always use that scarf. Now I just have to rock Cloak of Tanics. I will never, ever, Bungie, I will never wear a hood with my hunter if I don't have to.
That's what I'm walking on my hunter. All right, so I beat Seth. By the way, in case anyone's been tracking my progress with beating Seth to 400, I went from 127 light to 399. I'm not 400, but he quit because I passed him in light level and he was upset. So he's like, I just quit. He still owes me money, by the way.
Seth, you suck.
He still owes me money.
He still owes me money. If anyone wants to watch the 1v1 between me and Seth, it's at twitch.tv/Xanafin at 711. And it's the 5-hour Destiny stream.
Cool.
It's about an hour and 45 minutes in. I just destroy him. It's really sad.
Clip that out. Clip that out and put it on YouTube, bro. If you want to watch it, it's somewhere within 5 hours.
No, it's at 1 hour and 45 minutes. I explained that.
I don't care.
You have to like cut that out and just like keep spamming him the YouTube link and be like,
I should make like a 1 minute montage of all of my 15. It was like 15 and 3, and the only reason he killed me 3 times is because I started trying to be ridiculous and like, I'm gonna kill him with melees this turn and I'm not gonna do anything else, or like I would bait him with a grenade and run around in a circle and shoot. It was bad.
All right, I got a quick question for you guys. If you could have a team of 6 in Crucible, okay, and you get to pick what everyone's using, what are you gonna pick? Because I have like a couple of these. One of them, everyone using hard light. That's it.
That sounds
Just 6 people with hard light, hilarious. Or 6 people with Zalo, also hilarious.
yes.
Nothing.
Mine is something we've actually done, and it's 5 Defender Titans
Mm-hmm.
and a Stormcaller.
Yep.
And I don't care what you're using, but you just play any PvP game mode, and all you do is the Titans all pop their bubbles almost simultaneously with a little bit of a gap in between, so you can have time to refresh. And you've got like, instead of a bubble, you've got like a big long line of bubbles. And the enemy doesn't know what to do, but for some reason they keep shooting your bubbles, and so you just get orbs, and you can keep making more bubbles. And the Stormcaller just hangs out in the bubbles, grabs the orbs, and then he wipes out all the people that are just like hanging out around the bubbles every once in a while. And it's so much fun. You usually don't win, but it's fun.
If you want to do them real dirty, instead of a Stormcaller, do a Night Stalker. And then when somebody runs in, just have them tether the ground. Just like, okay, so like you can't super us.
Yes.
It's true. Oh,
That's
everyone that's playing Defender also is using suppressor grenades.
And shotguns.
And shotguns, yeah.
That's
It's all
yeah.
grape
Yes.
hashtag grape nation.
Actually,
That's all I gotta
instead
say.
of suppressor grenades, don't Titans have like a spike grenade with Defender?
Yeah, spike. Yep.
Yeah, just do that. So step out of the bubble and throw them all around the room. So it's just like, yeah, you can't even get close to the bubble. If you're going to get into the bubble, you're going to be at half health already. And, okay, makes that better. Everybody use spike grenades and armamentarium. So you have 12 spike grenades all over the fucking room.
Yeah.
It's purple death.
My choice, I would have to say I'm going to bring it into a Rift match, and I want a team of 6 Striker Titans running lightning grenades, shoulder charge,
Twilight
Hell
Garrison.
yeah.
Garrison, and all max range Matadors. Just the salt
Oh,
writes
gosh.
itself, man. I've seen videos of that, and it's hilarious because people just roll up on this team of like
All right.
6
Just like,
Titans.
I have a caveat. I don't like Twilight Garrison. I just don't for some reason. So if you're not using Twilight Garrison, you got to be using Dune Marchers. So you're just fast.
This cat isn't a skater. He's not. If you like Titan skating, Twilight Garrison is your baby because you're just like jump Twilight Garrison, full speed skate.
No. I'm a zigzagger, hide behind something, jump out, shoot with a shotgun, and keep running kind of guy. So Dune Marchers and Yolder are
Ooh, yeah, Yolder.
Yolder
Gotta add
charge.
that. Yeah.
hey. And all right, so this brings us into something we've been meaning to talk about for a really long time, but haven't yet. Let's real quick talk about Dirty Destiny builds.
All right, what's the dirtiest build you can think of?
Ooh.
I have a fun as fuck one. That's
You go first. Yeah, you go first.
it's Night Stalker with Frosties and the Memory of Fellwinter that takes away your super and gives you double grenades and double melees. So you just run around throwing. You have 4 grenades and melees, and they all recharge almost instantly because of that stupid artifact.
With smoke. So you
Yeah.
got 4 grenades and 4 smokes.
Well, you have two
Double
grenades,
wombos,
2
man.
smokes,
2 grenades, 2 smokes.
and they're
Oh my
always
gosh.
coming back. So you're just like, bah, 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 bah. Like I will throw all 4, run around for 30 seconds, and have them back.
Yeah, because that gives you like 100 of discipline and strength, right?
Yeah, and Frosties increases the recharge rate when you're sprinting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid.
So that's mine. I play that sometimes. Oh my god, do that with 6 people.
Oh
Oh my
god. that-
gosh.
You know, I ran the other night when we were playing Mayhem Clash. We ran up against a team with like 2 or 3 Night Stalker hunters that I don't know what they were running, but there was just wombo combos everywhere, and I was just getting super pissed about it because I turn a corner and there's smoke there. I'm like, fuck, and I got to like jump back up, like Twilight Garrison back, and before I can do anything, they like come through the smoke and just kill me with a wormwood or something. I'm like, god damn it.
Yeah, dude, you gotta love the double wombo quick recharge.
Oh, quick aside, real quick, about sidearms. You no longer have all of your sidearm ammo when you die. So
Yes.
you only get 1 clip at a time. I'm so happy about that.
And when you pull special crates, it automatically reloads your special.
Yes.
Yes, that means it's time to break out Plan C for me again.
All right. So for me, my Dirty Destiny build is something that I use, and it's not really that dirty. It's really just Dune Marchers, shoulder charge, universal remote.
Meh. Yeah, you're fast.
I mean,
I get you.
yeah.
That's a good one.
fast. That's it.
I
I
used
mean,
to
it's
do-
simple, but it's great. I really, really like it, especially
Yeah,
for
dude.
supremacy.
Yes. I used to use Dune Marchers in both Supremacy and Rift, and it was just so fun.
Oh,
So-
Rift too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Rift. When you have 3 or more people in Rift, it's fun. If you're by yourself, it's just stupid. But when you have 3 people that you can actually talk to, you can win almost every time. It doesn't matter how good you are, as long as you have teamwork and cooperation, you will win. It's amazing.
Rift is crazy because it's like it gets one-sided super fast, and like even when I was running solo for the last Iron Banner Rift, I was running. I can't remember if I was running Dune Marchers or Twilight on my Striker Titan, but I was going. You know, I'd do solo queue into pubs, and you know, you'd get that team where nobody really knows what they're doing. So like the first 2 or 3 times, some idiot grabs the spark and they die, and you're just like, don't touch it. I got this. Don't touch it.
Yeah, you just grab it yourself. Yep.
Yep. Yeah. There was a couple of times where like, and it had to be all 6. Like I was checking and it was like maybe a team of 2, but everybody else was just solo queue or something. And I would just grab the spark. And after the first time I make it halfway to the rift and die, and then somebody else grabs it. And then like probably after the third time where I make it almost to the rift, everybody's like, all right, this crazy Titan wearing Glowhoo, let him take it. He's got it. Yeah. So,
Glow.
oh yeah, my game night shader, man.
Man, we love rocking when you do the defender thing. You got to get all 6 people to rock Walkabout.
Yep. Grape Nash.
Grape Nation, y'all.
Got purple bubbles, purple, and Jade Rabbit.
Yeah,
Emblem.
the emblem Jade Rabbit,
Yep.
all purple.
That's our official clan emblem. Whenever,
Oh, really?
Whenever we're doing pubs, everybody's got, and it's like a full fire team of 6, and it's not Iron Banner. Everybody puts up their Jade Rabbits, and it's funny because they load in. Sometimes we'll do like crazy shaders when we do. Like there was one where I missed the challenge, unfortunately, but it was like the clan challenge was to run Striker Titan with Jug Shield, Thorn, and Matador. And everybody was wearing, which is a filthy build. I mean, it's not great. It's certainly not meta by any means, but
It's just like all the worst stuff from the meta.
yeah, basically it was made to generate salt. And so everybody put on pink shaders at that. There's a video somewhere of like Big Bear and Lance and James, like all my clanmates running around, all 6 of them, all Striker Titans, all pink shaders, and they're just tagging people with Thorn and like Matador
Must
and Jug
teabag
Shield.
after kill.
I don't like Thorn. I just really
awful.
don't.
Well, you missed Thorn in its heyday, so that's why.
It just has a weird feel to it. I don't know. I don't know what it's about. It just doesn't feel good when you shoot it to me.
One of the most hilarious Thorn moments, not to get into an aside, but one of the most hilarious Thorn moments I can bring up is I was just trying to finish up the Crucible quest for Moments of Triumph Year 2. And this was before I had my clanmates with me. But Quack from the Destiny Ghost Stories chat was running around with me, and I'm like, dude, I can't get auto rifle kills. Like, I'm just getting shot down before I can get that last nail in the coffin. He goes, I got it. He goes, I'm gonna run around with my Voidwalker and the Ram and Thorn. He goes, I'm gonna tap him with Thorn, and then you clean him up. I was like, all right. So Quack's running out front with this like white, like some crazy bright color shader, like just slaying people. Like he's tapping them twice with Thorn, and I was getting the cleanups. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have finished that quest. But it was like the dirtiest thing I think I've ever seen somebody do without actually trying to be like a troll. So that was still like I think about that. I'm like, oh yeah, remember that time we did that? We're kind of bad.
That makes me think of I have a memory with Quack too that was just fantastic. Is when we I can't remember what we were doing before, but we ended up doing like private match.
We were playing the raid.
Oh yeah, that was the
we
Vault
did
last
the
night.
Oh yeah. And then we did private match rumbles afterwards. Not rumbles. It was weird. I don't know. But it was Quack and somebody else against 4 of us, and they destroyed us.
So Quack and
It was
DW.
just yeah,
It was
Quack and DW.
Renegade Siggy.
Oh yeah.
And then DW was on our team. He's like, "Stop feeding him, goddammit! Stop feeding him!"
It was
Like,
so
fucking
bad.
fucking cheater. And they were
Like-
both really drunk too, so it was even funnier because it was just like the usual banter of those two, jacked up to 10. And then anytime somebody killed, like anytime Quack killed DW, he'd teabag him because DW is like a big king. So yeah, it was
Oh
pretty.
my gosh.
Oh man.
That was so much fun. And Quack could have beat us by himself. He really could
Probably.
have.
He's really good.
Yeah, it was insane.
I want to make a new gamer tag called Bagger Vance. Just run
Bagger
around.
Vance.
Um,
In my 1v1 against Seth, I teabagged him a couple times. I don't think he even noticed though.
so we're about at the end of this show. Oh,
Yeah.
another dirty build: Claws of Ahamkara, Stormcaller.
Right.
So
Not as dirty as it was before, but still pretty dirty.
here's some stuff. Here's us getting real and talking. Why don't you guys take a knee, kind of deal, listeners? Take a knee.
Take a knee.
We are going to be deleting some episodes off of iTunes and Podbean. We are out of storage, So we're just going to start every time we put up a new one, we're going to delete an old one. You can still catch all of those on YouTube. They're all still there. If we ever do end up getting more storage where we can put up the old episodes, I'm definitely going to go upload all the old ones again. Just letting you all know that. We are going to have guests next week and the week after. That's Dan Finity and Buster Knuckle. And yeah, we've been getting some more Twitter followers. It's pretty cool. Ask us questions on Twitter. Send us an email. Twitter is at BarelyADS. Email is BarelyADestinyShow@gmail.com. Other than that, I don't know. I mean, you guys got any housekeeping stuff? I thought I had more. I don't.
I don't know. I haven't been playing much Destiny. I intend to once Age of Triumph comes out. I streamed Mass Effect the first night. I don't know if it was fun to watch. If Mass Effect was fun to watch being streamed, hit me up. Let me know. And I'll stream some more of it. But otherwise, I probably won't. It's not really a super, like, I could talk to you if you want to watch me streaming Mass Effect. I can talk to you. It's not like that busy of a game where I couldn't do that. So yeah, just hit me up at Xanafan711 on Twitter and let me know. Yeah, stream some Mass Effect, whatever. Otherwise, I'm gonna probably try and stream some Destiny a little bit this week. Once Age of Triumph comes out, I'm sure Ben will also stream when we do our first Crota raid because we're gonna do it. So check that out for sure. Just subscribe to Deadpan Malone's Twitch or Xanafan711's Twitch, and you'll probably see it because we just like to do that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, is that a thing that you guys want to try and do? I know, Scott, you might be busy with your boy. Same,
a little bit.
Same with me and my daughter, so it might be a little weird. But I think that it'd be a good thing for us on the podcast to get the hosts together, and we'll try and stream each of the raids for the next month.
Yeah,
if we can find the time.
Yeah, it'd be a good time, I think.
I think like Friday nights generally work for me.
Yeah, Friday or Saturday nights are good for me.
That's usually my designated Destiny night, Fridays. So
cool.
I've been streaming a lot on my Warlock, just trying to get him leveled up to 40 for Age of Triumph. Obviously, I have my son, so like when he's sleeping or whatever, or my wife needs to do something, I take him and I just play Destiny, stream, and I'm talking to him. Lately, when I've been streaming, I don't have my headphones on, don't have my mic live, so it's just me playing games. If I see somebody's in the chat, just like Steve said, just say something, and if you want me to talk, I'll put it on, and you can listen to me talk to my son while I'm playing Destiny. Similar to the time that my buddy Gray Fox read everyone a bedtime story in the Crucible while we were playing. So
for sure. And yeah, please talk to us while we're streaming. Like, I get viewers not super often, but when I do have viewers, like, I really, really wish they would talk to me so like I can interact with you. Like, if you're watching, say something. I'm sure it's the same for Scott. I'm sure it's the same for Ben. It's just way more fun for us and probably way more fun for you if you interact with us while we're doing it. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what we could do better. Like just even ask us like about our lives. Like, we're open books, whatever.
Don't talk to me at all when I'm streaming. I'll kill you. I'll track you down by your IP
I have to
address.
concentrate.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, that is a thing that's kind of irritating, but we'll get through it. I was gonna say, how every podcast says, please hit us up on Twitter, and then like you may tweet at them and they never tweet you back. We will tweet you back, please.
Yes.
We actually mean it when we say talk to us on Twitter. I'm a lonely man. I don't do anything. Be friends with me on the internet. I need something to do when I'm sitting around watching H3H3 with my lady. I'm on my phone not doing shit. DM me, bro.
Yeah, hit us up on Twitter.
Talk
Both
to me about
me
music.
And Ben are on our Twitter constantly. So hit us up on there. We'll respond to you probably pretty quickly. We get really excited if anything actually happens. So
All right.
Check it out.
Well, I think that's a long enough, drawn out outro. I'm Det Ben Malone. You can find me at Det Ben Malone on Twitch and Twitter, and that's my PSN.
Yeah. Same for me. I'm Xanafan711. Twitch, Twitter, PSN, whatever. Hit me up. ZANIFAN711. I've already got an open party. Come play games with me.
Don't forget the underscore.
There's no underscore.
Slapshot Scott on Twitter, Twitch. I got to get my YouTube videos uploaded. I have them on my other thing, and they're restricted or whatever, so you send the links out. But I have to get them uploaded to my Slapshot Scott YouTube. That's where I am. That's where you can find me. And you can find me on PSN if I'm streaming my Twitch. But always remember the O's in Slapshot Scott are zeros. So
Cool. And until next time, Guardians. Oh shit, that's not our show.
yeah, don't. They're gonna be mad.
Is there anybody else who has a specific sign off? Oh, hey.
Focus fire chat. I think focus your fire and something something.
Until next time, focus your fire and something something. Hashtag stay fresh. Guardians out. All right, you guys. You guys want to play some Destiny? Maybe I'm gonna see if Lauren will let me.
Yeah, let's do trials.
Oh, fuck that. Never mind then. I honestly just want to run a couple strikes.
Whatever. If you guys want to play some Destiny, I'll play some Destiny.
I'll talk to you in the chat. We're gonna play some From Borealis today because I just realized when Alex was on the show, we only played the if only side of the split, so now we're gonna play the other half of it. So
throwback to episode 2.
0.5.0.2, something like that. I don't know.
2.0.5.2. One of those.
All right. See you guys later. I'm hanging up.
All right.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.